So you still don't know who they're going to play. Could be Golden State, could be the Mavericks, could be the Grizzlies, only a losing record against Memphis out of those three, splitting with Golden State. That's the matchup. It'd be based on the way those teams interact or fail to interact. I mean, there's some blood between those two teams. And you look at it now, and I don't know what your opinion of it would be as a player. When you look at potential matchups and you say, you know what, we could still be two, but if we're three, we get Golden State and they have no Andrew Bogut who's out, isn't part of you saying, hey, we're fine where we are?
You know, if I'm the Clippers, I think you don't mind who you're playing. I think, like you said, you don't want to start looking at a team like the Golden State Warriors because they could get hot 4 or 5 games in a row shooting the basketball from outside. It's a matchup problem for DeAndre Jordan. I think for the Clippers, they got to feel they can go in and beat anybody, and they got to get it done on the defensive end because you don't want to start looking and picking out a team like the Golden State Warriors because they're dangerous.
One thing Doc has talked about all year long, Ernie, is about them improving guarding the three-point line, and they have done that. Their defensive rating all season long has just climbed to the top. Offensively, they've just been a juggernaut all season. But with the Warriors playing small and with the way that Draymond Green has contributed to the Warriors down the stretch, if he's out there on the floor with David Lee as your 5-man in that small lineup, maybe Jermaine O'Neal's obviously going to get some minutes, but the way they can spread you around and get going with Steve Blake, maybe Crawford gets hot for them, that would not be an ideal matchup. That's where I think Golden State has more of a puncher's chance than they do against OKC, is to play against the Clippers. So be careful what you wish for. The Warriors are definitely hurting defensively, but they are a very dangerous team on the offensive end.
Yeah, but doesn't the loss of Andrew Bogut really hurt them come playoff time?
Not really, because, you know, DeAndre Jordan is not really a go-to guy. You know, they're not really going to look for him. You know, Reggie touched on it earlier. We're not calling any plays for you. We just need you to go out, block some shots, get some rebounds. However, the WCW is not going to be an easy matchup for Blake Griffin. You know, there's two guys banging. You know, Blake has to stay out of foul trouble, and they have to do everything right. And Chris Paul has to take over down the stretch. If he's hitting shots and taking over down the stretch, it can be okay. But if the Splash Brothers get hot, like Steve said, 4 or 5 games in a row,